When I first came into the country, the next day, I had to pinch myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming. Because I heard about America, it's a land of opportunities. You could be whatever you want in America and build a future for yourself. This is what I've always wanted, because my country lacked opportunities.
As a 6-year-old orphan, my friend Noel survived a lengthy military coup d'etat in Haiti. As a teenager, he dealt with the aftermath of a life-changing earthquake.
We would go to the market, and if we don't have enough money, we would buy half a coconut instead of a full coconut.
His Guyanese girlfriend, Sadhana, shares a similar survivor story. Her immigration dream began as an 8th grader outside Atlanta, Georgia.
The most opposition I got was probably my name. My name, Sadhana, was really hard to pronounce, and so from everyone from classmates to teachers sort of butchered it, and that actually made me feel personally very embarrassed, and it sort of made me stand out as being different, and I knew that I had to blend in. I couldn't be different. I just had to be American. We actually met online through Facebook. I put the new song first.
That's good.
We both received the same scholarship, the Dream.us, but in 2 different geographic locations, and there's a scholarship community online, and we became Facebook friends through that and started talking.
With 3 associate degrees and a bachelor's in supply chain management, Myford sold his small Segway business in Florida and moved to Washington.
So it's 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Sadhana is in her last semester at Trinity Washington University, where she studies communications and international affairs. She is also the co-founder and president of the university's Dreamers Alliance.
Okay. So the house is in part of this room. Mm-hmm.
When my ex-girlfriend heard that I was moving to Washington, D.C., she came back to my house with flowers and chocolate, tried to get me back, and she said something, "Are you after real love or are you after papers?" And then I told her, my girlfriend right now does not have papers. If it was about papers, I would have chosen somebody else. Even though you have your citizenship, that's not what I'm after. I'm after real love, someone I can build a future with, someone I can be comfortable around, instead of how you treated me. You think because you have the citizenship, you could treat me anyhow you want, and I would still stick around because I'm desperate. I told her I'm not desperate. This apartment? Not really. Maybe I'll have a question about the other one.
As it is now, where would you go do the laundry? I actually faced similar opposition from my parents because they sort of thought I would eventually be with someone who has citizenship. Because in our situation, as it is now, the only hope for citizenship is marriage. And so as, you know, the female child of the family, they thought, oh, you would naturally be with someone who's an American. And when I chose Myford, they were really surprised. And they said, well, he's undocumented too. How is this going to work? And I said, I'm not choosing my life partner because of citizenship. I'm choosing my life partner for love and for someone who is kind and someone who is actually going to share my life with me regardless of where he's from.
Love stories are different than political ones, and sometimes words from politicians hurt.
It hit me hard that night when I heard it because it just makes you realize how embedded the system is and how it's still going on, to where all the progress that we've made and how we have to keep proving ourselves, whether we have degrees, whether we start businesses, whatever we do, it's never going to be enough to make us white. It's never going to be enough to put us on a level playing field. And that might never happen in the history of humanity. But it was a little bit depressing to see that we have to prove ourselves as humans yet again, over and over.
You're like a professional? I'm like a professional.
Hello? Hi, my name is Mike Ford. I'm calling from Budget Inventory Department. Every time the date is approaching to renew your temporary protected status, you kind of like get very paranoid. Are they going to cut it, or are they going to allow me to renew it? Now that I know there's a ending date to it, it kind of like give me closure. Budget Inventory, sorry for the hold. I always knew temporary protected status was temporary. I always knew that one day it would be taken away from us. I'm not against the termination of TPS. I'm against how they ended it. There should be a complete, honest, unbiased assessment of the countries that were granted TPS before they say, oh, the country now is good. Now we can end temporary protected status.
Myford's TPS status is scheduled to end in July 2019, while Sadhana's Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals permit expires in October 2018.
And people were still wearing their heavy winter stuff, and I was like, oh, those people must be dying today.
Sounds like people in Florida.
We don't want our lives to just be defined by this. We don't just want to be defined by DACA and TPS. So beyond our status, we're actually planning for a future.
The long drive really made me hungry. We will take our love somewhere else. We will take our skills somewhere else, and we will triumph. Our love will continue to grow stronger, with or without status.
You feel like yourself again?
I feel human again.
You feel human again? Come on.
Burgers, 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 and then
I have.